Hello, Sauce here. We're going to talk about factored form. I'm going to write a simple definition of factored form. Factored form and distributed form go hand in hand. You can often convert one form into another. Factored form means that what you're looking at, your mathematical expression, is written as a product of factors. And if we recall from previous lesson, we know that a product is what we call a multiplication problem, and a factor is a piece of the multiplication problem. Let's provide an example. This expression 4x and inside parentheses x plus 2 is in factored form. It's an algebraic expression because it contains variables and it has numbers in it. There are three factors in this expression. I'm multiplying the 4 and the x, and the parentheses forms another group, which is a factor x plus 2. Inside the parentheses, I can see that I have a sum, but we consider the x plus 2 as a group inside parentheses, and we call that a factor because we can't separate the x and the 2 any further than what we see here. Again, this is an example of factored form. It's a product of three factors, and those factors are 4x and the group x plus 2. Very often we can be given the instruction to factor. Factor is an instruction to put into, or what you're given to put into factored form, and you do that, you approach that by dividing groups. And to show you what I mean, we'll have an example. If I write the expression 3x plus 6, this is in distributed form. It's the sum of two terms. The terms are 3x and 6. We can think of these as groups, the 3x and the 6 as two different groups. It's not in factored form because I can change this to show it as the product of two groups. And how would I go about that? I'm going to consider what divides 3x and 6. With a little investigation, I might test some numbers and chance upon 3 because I know that 3 divides 3x evenly and 3 divides 6 evenly. When I do, I'm going to use parentheses to show what's left of these terms after I've divided by 3. 3x divided by 3 cancels out the 3, leaving x. 6 divided by 3 is 2. And I'm going to put a plus here because it's positive 2. It came from a positive 6. So what happened to the 3 that I divided both of these terms by? I put it outside the parentheses and showed as multiplication. This is factored form. It's the product of two factors. One of those factors is 3. The other factor is the group x plus 2.